Hello everyone, welcome back. Bit of a different one now. As you've seen in my previous videos, I've been using the Stig, and I've also using the red dot sights and that sort of stuff, and obviously I'm doing my halter drill stuff. What I'm going to do for this video is go completely the opposite slight. So I put the pistol back on there. Actually, let's have a look at a different pistol that I probably never used. So let's have a look. Oh, actually, to be fair, I don't think I've ever used one of these ones. What is that? Oh, hello. That looks nice. Right, we'll quit that one. Here it comes. Oh, there we are. There we go. Look at that. Again, just like a lot of things, you can customise these in this. If you go to like stick it on the side there, we can do this anyway. You've got along the move a little bit closer along the top. You've got your different things you can use. So magazines. Oh no, that's the hand grips. So you can change hand grip. I've gone for an orange one. No mags for us, no top slide, no rear sight. We've got a 4 sight. We have, what's that then? That's a yellow and a green. Oh, I like green. Let's go with green. Let's put that on there. And then I'm going to take off my optic as such. Does it give me anything else? Nah. So the reason being is I'm going to use this one. Is just going to be the iron sights. All right, just using iron sights. Now, with the video itself then, I will try in several different ways. I'm going to try from my holster as before, and I'm also going to do it from the forward stances into my front that way. Okay, but first of all, what I will do is always best to do, if you're not used to the pistol or you've not used iron sights or you're new to red dotting, go into thrills. I always then go over to the zeroing range and then check your fall of shot, because I did notice previously on one of my shoots, I didn't video it, but again we'll cover it now and we'll see if it's the same. When I was aiming my sights at the target, it was slightly off. Now there was a board around here somewhere that actually helps you do it actually showed you a picture of how to align your sights and stuff. But again, way at the iron sights, again, you can sort of see them now. They're going to line up. I am slightly closing my left eye a little bit to get my green dot in the center of the white patch, roughly the middle, and then keep the bars level and then gently pull the trigger. So to me that went slightly higher. You can see it. Oh, gone low again. That's not too bad. It's a little bit low. It could just be me. That's all right. So don't forget, that's the 5 yards. So I know roughly dead straight at it, it gets me there. Let's go down to 10 yards. Okay, as far as that is going, we'll have a look at, I think it's going high, really high. Let's go down to this will be the 15 yard, I presume. I'm just aiming slightly below the center white patch. Just going to put another couple of rounds in it as well. There we go. It looks like I'm slightly high right. That was 15. Let's go down to 25. Wait, no, it should be 20 first. Okay, that looks like slightly high right again. Now, if you're wondering why, when I'm going further away, I'm shooting lower, because I can't see where my fall of shot is. Okay, so again, when I'm nice and close, I can roughly be on it, because from my eye relief, I can see the white patch. But when I go further down, my sights actually fill the entire picture that I'm trying to shoot at. So therefore, I always bring my sights down a little bit so I can see what I'm shooting at. Like, as we're further away, green dot just below the white patch, and then we'll put a couple of rounds in it. Here we go. Oh look, all over the shop. Right, down to 30 yards then, let's do the same. Even worse, look. So now we'll have a quick look at that. So you saw how I did the first one. You can see I was pretty much on there. Again, same with that one. I was in the middle, slightly high. Again, this was aimed slightly to the middle, went slightly high. Now it looks like a common little trend here, slightly high right all the way across. So that means then I've got to slightly hold over, make sure that I must be pulling up on the, either I'm pulling up to the right, I could be squeaking too hard with my right hand, I could be pushing too much with my left hand. It's got to be one of those things to be careful of. Again, you sort of slightly high right. Not too bad as in centre of the location. The spread's way off. Same again for the 30 yard one. The spread is completely off. Again, in theory, the point of impact technically would be in around about that sort of area there. So I was aiming from back there, my green dot to be in this position, so I'm not far off it. Again, it's just because I'm so far away and not really used to doing distance shooting with the pistol, but this way it can give me an understanding where my shot is. Again, then what you can do is then hold down the A button, I believe it is, and all your shots go away. So I'm going to double check again at the 5, 10, 15 yards and 20 yards, just to make sure I'm happy with my shot is, and then we'll go down to one of the ranges. Roughly, most of the ranges are between that and 15 to 20 yards, really. Right, here we go, get myself lined up, roughly where I want to be, below the centre white patch. Okay, so it's relatively there. Let's go and have a look. So not too bad. First one, I think I went a bit high, but then the last 4 shots went a little bit low. So it's not too bad, actually. I'm happy where that's going. So I know now, though, if I put my green dot, centre of my rear sight, just below the white patch, I'm going to get on target. So let's go and have a look at one of the stages. Now, let's do something I hate doing, because that's always the best way to do things. I'm going to use the random button to produce a stage, and knowing my luck, it's going to be still targets. I know it because I'm absolutely rubbish at still targets, so it loves to throw it out, and I always say, hey, I always need to do practice a lot more. Now, what did it give me? Let's have a look. Oh no, I hate this one. I really do hate this one, especially now with iron sights. So if you haven't done this one before, this is the like an accuracy shoot. You can't really see the target from down here, but again, you can sort of see what it says on the board. Shoot all targets once, okay, and you've got a 10 centimeter hit zone in the center, okay. You've got to hit it within 4 seconds. So it is doable, but then if you over hesitate, you will get it wrong and it goes wrong. So don't rush either. But again, you do have to be prompt. So let's go and have a look at the targets themselves so you can get a bit of a close-up look. So there you go. As you can sort of see there, lots and lots of different rings. Now, as we get to here, the idea is, I don't want to walk forward because I might end up hitting my wife in the back of the head with the pistol. You want to be within this area here, okay, within 10 centimeters. I don't think it's that first part, but I think it's all this extra part here. Again, you've got to try and hit every single one within 4 seconds going down, okay. So let's get myself all the way back down here. Wouldn't it be nice to have a room this big, eh? That'd be lovely. Right, move stuff in. I'm going to do it from the front to start with, and then we'll try and bring it up into position and see how that goes. So I'm actually going to do an official run, well, as in a practice run, just me using the iron sights. Here we go.
Stand by.
I think I did that. Yeah, look, well bad. Let's go down and have a look. Right, coming in. So, as far as I can tell from down there, I was dead on. But actually, saying that, I think the first 2, I think my pistol was slightly bent. I think I was more like, don't know if you can see it, I think I was creeping over slightly. Hence the reason why it's on the far left. And it's also high left as well. But give it another go, see how that gets on. You can sort of see it completely ruined that up, didn't I? So hopefully I don't have to use that anytime soon, because if I have to use that in real life, I'm not going to do very well, am I? Anyways, right, let's try that again then. Minus 50, yeah, okay, happy days.
Stand by.
Okay, from the front again then, so we're going to line the sights. There we go. Again, I think I've done the same. Yeah, it's all really, really high, isn't it? Look? And I was actually thinking I was going low then. Let's see. Weird, isn't it? Right, let's try it again.
By.
Yeah, so bit weird there. They obviously I'm a little bit lower because I noticed I was moving across. Again, the first 2 shots, as you can see, again, it's happened again. I think I'm pulling the pistol over to the left, and then I tried to realign it. Took my time a little bit longer to try and get myself, and got a decent shot. But then obviously the 4th one, the 5th one, I couldn't do because I ran out of time. So that's, as you can say, this will push you and test you. It's a good one to do. Okay, I hate it because I just do. It takes a while to get used to. And you can sort of see the previous scores before are 3s, and I've got a 15 over there, but well, you can see it on the screen here, but there you go. That's the iron sights, okay? So, let's have another look at another random one then. What we got? Okay, cool. So, let me just move myself back a little bit. Here we are. So, again, you've seen me do this before. I haven't done an official run on it, so we could do an iron sight run and see how I get on with that. You know, I'm trying to practice from the holster as well, so I might leave that and just do the practice with the iron sights anyway. So again, as before, all targets will fall, the white targets will fall when hit, 2 rounds into each target. Don't shoot the no-shoot target. I'm starting on the left side. Once I've engaged those 4 targets down to my front, I'm then going to switch mandatory reload and then engage the final 3 targets, okay? So let's give that a little bit. I'm just going to move back a little bit again. There we go, a bit more space in front of me. Where is it? There we go, right. So I'm going to do it from the holster and see how we get on.
Stand by.
How was that? 10s, that's not too bad. No, not bad, not bad. So again, right, so point of aim, if you look at where the target tree is, I am slightly to the left, that's okay. Right, let's give it another go. That was quite decent, I quite like that.
Stand by.
There we go, 10s, that's all right. So there we go. That is me practicing with a pistol I've never used before and using iron sights. That's the first video I've actually done with me using the iron sights, and I think I'm going to do a few more of those now, because it's one of those things I haven't practiced, as well as obviously doing my holster drills. I'm finding that the iron sights is actually harder as well for some strange reason. In my previous, obviously in my shooting career, I have used pistols, mostly the SIG, and I've always used iron sights. So let me have a look. Let's grab that one. That's the Sicario, isn't it? Yeah. I never used to use iron sights before. So I always used to use iron sights, and I've never used optics, and I always found when I used the optics I was actually bad at it, but in real life I was actually better, so it makes no sense. Right, so let's have a go at this pistol then. So let's got another random one and see how we get on. What are we going to get? Oh, I don't mind this one. So again, using this is the Sicario, isn't it? Yeah, Sicario PC or something like that. We're going to use this one. Haven't done an official one for ages, but again, 15.6 is what I've got. So again, from here, I'll do it from the holster. You guys, you can see in front of us, we've got a number of targets. Oh, good point. We point of aim hopefully will be nice and flat. It should hopefully be the same for everything. We'll go from there. So the idea of this one, I'm going to engage all the white targets first, and then I'm going to shoot the paper ones afterwards. So here we go.
Stand by.
Oh yeah. Oh my. That feels really weird. That does feel very strange. Again, you can sort of see it all over the shop. With the red dots, it does make it easier. So let's quickly go dink to there. Let's quickly grab... where is the one I was using? On the bottom. Let's throw that on. Quickly adjust that to 6. Grab it again. Let's go down to the shoot. Let's see how we get on this time using the with the optics from the holster. So just to show you the difference.
Stand by.
Oh, I've got another shoot target there twice. But again, target speed was way up. Again, precision was slightly off. Actually, I didn't get a missed target. That's all right. I put that. But if anyone's interested in that sort of shooting, let me know, because obviously I'm going to practice it anyway. Again, if there's just videos of me using the same pistol every single day, using the same octave every day, it's going to get a bit boring, isn't it? But so I'm going to mix it up a little bit in the videos. Again, if you haven't already, please, it's up to you. No pressure. Like and subscribe to the videos, and then obviously if you want to see me do a certain video with a certain pistol, because I know everyone has their preferences of what pistols they like. Remember, we've got a plethora of pistols to use. There's loads and loads of different ones we can use in there. Perhaps I use a different pistol every day just to show people I'm using different ones with different optics and that sort of stuff. Again, but that's just me and how I do things. So again, remember then, obviously, if you do change pistols, like I said before, you got your frills. 0 is quite good. the drone ones help, and obviously you've got the zombies as well. That's pretty cool. Bit of fun. But then you've got your normal ranges, so don't forget you can go and practice all the other normal ranges before you even go and do your shoots. Okay, so you don't have to always do official runs all the time. What's going on there? It's flicking. So you got the, don't forget you got the John Wick stages as well. They're all on here as well, don't forget. And then you've also got your skills. Again, like I said before, you've got your transitional stuff. Again, the left and right, sight picture alignment. That's a good one, especially if you're like I've practiced this using iron sights and from the holster. It gives you a different perspective in total. Same as the it's a 3-shot plate. When you hit that 3 times, it moves back, gets further and further, and that's also a good one to use. Again, like the other two, if you've got the space, you've got the slice of doors where you can walk through the threshold. It gives you loads of different bits on them. I might do another video on that later on. And then you've got your targets identification within the doors. That's a good one, straight from the holster, 2 to 3 rounds in it. It gets faster and faster and faster, and eventually you get to the point where the doors are opening and closing so fast, you won't be able to keep up, and that's the idea of it. So there we go, don't forget all that then. So thanks for being here today. I love you lots. God bless you all, and I'll see you all in the next ones. Goodbye.